Sovereign citizen. Individuals who believe the law is illegitimate and answer only to their own interpretation of the law. This is basically what it is. Usually you'll hear a lot of people get caught up in traffic stops and say that they're not driving, they're traveling. It's like a very semantic way of them trying to get out of the law. And it's so funny every single time. It's great. It's great.
Maritime Admiralty law that he's referencing is the law of the sea and international commerce, a body of law that's...
No shot. I go by the law of the sea, dude. No
sovereign
way.
Citizens believe to be the foundation of the country's modern legal system, which they reject.
This is not a Maritime Admiralty law courtroom. Absolutely it is. All courtrooms in this country are Maritime Admiralty...
Bro, who cares, bro?
...law courtrooms that process people, aren't they?
No.
They're like all debate lords, all of them. This guy's debate lording after a 2-day standoff with the police on a video conference with the judge in forced custody. This is the level of people that we're dealing with here.
Sir.
That's false information. Well, either way, this courtroom...
I also think it's hilarious how the defendant has way better mic quality than the judge, just by a fucking country mile, dude.
...is trying to process me as state property. You see this fictitious name statement? Asher Edwards, spelled in all capital letters? This is not my name.
Edwards is referring to another sovereign belief.
I was about to say, is this another thing that they do?
That beginning at birth, one is issued a government identity, meaning one's name is spelled in all capital letters, such as on a birth certificate or social security card, and that doesn't represent one's true or free self.
This name was issued to me without my consent, and you cannot legally process.
Bro, is he like a foreskin, bro? Is he one of those guys? Fly up on the fucking streets holding up signs like they took my foreskin and shit? Dude, I'm seeing the Venn diagram of just other degens.
Me through this courtroom with this
sovereign citizens might be in the middle.
Letters that was issued without my consent. My name is spelled Asher Edwards, first capital, all lowercase. Edwards, first capital, all lowercase. And this is the birth name given to me by my parents.
The judge appears to take it all in stride and even allows the defendant to finish his rant.
Oh, he lets him cook.
It is illegal for you to process me through this courtroom, so you guys have to figure out something else to do with it.
But this judge is all business.
It looked like he was about to get up and walk out, but like, he had nowhere to go. So he just had to lean forward and lean back.
So figuring out something.
And I would like to see the gun. It said I had a gun. I've never had a gun.
As Edwards continues his rant about the alleged gun, the judge reaches for his own weapon.
He pulls out the gun. He pulls out his gun.
Weapon of choice. The mute button.
They're
Do not speak while I'm speaking, sir.
Things I would do to hear that muted audio. His eyes aren't centered, are they? He has like that Ludwig eye thing going on. Right eye, our left. His is just completely fucked. Don't smoke that gas station weed, bro.
Yes, sir, today I'm appearing as the agent and settler for David Hall.
Okay, could you get Mr. Hall for me then, sir? Where is he?
I go by that name, sir. My name sounds exactly like the defendant's, and I'm here to settle that matter today.
So are you and
Bro,
David Hall...
everyone's looking at him like, dog, you're here to what today?
But the judge allows him to continue.
May I say
I
something
love
else
that
for the
these
record?
judges let them cook. It's the best.
Sir.
Go ahead, sir.
I appear here today as the settler, agent, not the person, but the individual. And I don't think I should have... You understand the
So you're
difference
the
between a
settler,
person and an
you're the
individual.
agent, and you're the individual, but you're not the person. Is that correct?
Correct.
Got it. I'm going to write that down.
Judge Hurley is unfazed by Hall's attempt at a Jedi mind trick and begins to turn the tables.
Here's what we're going to do. The settler, the agent, the individual, and maybe even the person, David Hall, has been charged with DUI. So today, the question is the settler, the individual, and the person continues to
Oh, this is the best judge we've seen all
drive
night.
without a driver's license.
Hall's new
This
bond
guy
is
fucks.
$10,000. But because this charge is a violation of his original bond, all versions of David Hall must remain in jail unless he can come up with the cash.
Both cases will cause the settler, the agent, the individual, and even the person, David Hall, not to be able to be released from the Broward County Jail until further notice of the court. So,
May I post bond, sir?
Now it's Judge Hurley's turn.
Bro folded in half, dude. I think what's the most stupid thing about these people is that they think that they themselves, as one person, individual, settlement, outpost, I don't know, fucking know, can change the entire way the government works to fit how they want their case to go. I think that's fire.
Treat others as you would wish to place. I'm being nice. Well, I'm not going to assist in my own arrest. So I don't. You should take your hands off that man. Please stand up.
Dude, is he dead waiting right now?
A second bailiff comes to help escort Davis out, but again he refuses to stand.
I'm not going to assist in my own arrest. I'm not.
Okay, so right now he's paralyzing the legs now.
Please do not hurt.
Instead of dragging Davis out of the courtroom, the bailiffs use a wheelchair.
That's great.
As Davis is wheeled out, the group continues to insult the
What are you gonna do,
bailiffs.
pussy?
They were considered like a real job. So when you don't use violence against people.
Despite their protests, the court has
Dude,
authority to
imagine you
make
just get placed in a wheelchair by two cops because you think they can't do shit, so they put you in a wheelchair. Frame one, some guy is like, "You're gonna get a real job now."
rules about
real
conduct in the
job, though.
courtroom and sentence Bo Davis to 5 days in jail for contempt of court.
Bo Davis is a crazy name.
Take my picture.
That's not a real name, dude. Bo Davis is not a real name. But the hairline just looks like a cheeseburger that I just went across taking bites out of. Like, he's not balding or anything, but bro got edged up awful in the front, dude. What is happening?
Riding his bicycle at night without a light. But from the moment he steps inside the door, it's clear this won't be a typical security check.
And I'd just like to know where your warrant is.
I don't need it. It's clearly posted on the entrance building.
Dude, this is such like a minor crime, too. I think it's just an infraction. I don't even think it's a crime. So it's state by state. It's state by state. In my state, they're two different things.
What? Clearly posted that I have to forfeit my right to be free from unreasonable search.
So, like, assumedly, this guy's coming down a very simple infraction where you just have to pay a fine. And he's definitely turning into something that's not that. Maybe something that's a little crime.
Seizure?
Into this building.
Yeah, every person is. I'm not a person. I'm a man.
Well, fucking
And more
Eminem,
specifically,
bro. I'm the
a
big
free
yellow
man.
Eminem.
I'll do that, but you will be charged a bill.
Charged a bill? Rather than escalating the situation, one of the bailiffs decides to play along.
You will be served a bill. I don't have any weapons. I didn't come here
Send me a
to
bill.
raise a ruckus.
Like, fuck. am I
After
gonna
clearing
do with this?
security, Peterson finds a seat at the rear of the courtroom and continues filming.
So there are no cameras in the courtroom.
Excuse me?
There are no cameras in the courtroom.
Yeah, there is.
No, you have to put that away.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Under what authority?
You have to have a court order from a judge before you can have a camera in the courtroom.
Okay, well, I'm going to capture
No, you can't.
this on video.
You got to turn it off.
It's for both of our protection.
No, you have to turn it off.
No, thank you.
Guys, this fucking idiot doesn't know that there's CCTV in every courtroom in America. For that reason. And also the reason of him not recording. Like, he covered all the grounds. This is funny. This guy's good. This guy is good.
Enter bailiff number 2.
Shut the camera off now.
No, thank you. I do not consent to you touching me or seizing my property, so you need to
Shut
back
the
up.
camera off now.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yes, you
I'm holding you accountable because you're about to overstep your bounds.
The bailiffs then decide to clear the courtroom and question Peterson directly.
What's your first and last name?
I don't have a last name.
You don't have a last name?
No.
What's your first name?
I don't have a first name either. I've got a name. My name is Robert. You can call me Robert. Please step aside. I'm going in.
No, you're not going in.
Don't touch me.
You're not going in, sir.
Let the record show that you just battered me
Step back.
and you're using...
and you're using.
I have to get you on the record so that we can see you with your argument.
Okay, well, for on the record, I reserve my right before crossing this bench.
Johnson's refusing to cooperate because she's part of a sovereign citizens movement, which rejects institutions.
She joined a Facebook page, guys.
Show me the law. Show me the law.
In Kentucky, judges are given broad discretion on allowing filming in their
Dude, it's the guy from the last video.
courtrooms.
This is my property. Show me the law.
All right.
Show me the law.
Chris?
Show me the law.
Chris?
Show me the law.
Go ahead and lock her up. Go ahead and take her into custody.
Watch as the judge looks down and presses his panic button to summon additional deputies to the courtroom.
What are you doing, sir?
Nice.
You have no right.
You sit over there. Nothing wrong.
You have no right.
Fucking meatheads were already in the room, saw the escalating. They were like, and then their pocket buzzed. Oh, action time! It's action time! Like, can you see how that's just a little bit meatheaded? Just a little bit.
After a quick reset, the original defendant, Keisha Johnson, finally comes forward to the podium.
You're charged with possession of marijuana, tampering with physical evidence, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
I don't understand any of that.
All right. Well, you're charged with illegally possessing marijuana.
Yes, I can. Show me the law.
While the judge's
Wait, so the phone lady was someone else? This is dope.
attention is back with Johnson, deputies in the
It's
hallway
two
are still trying to
meltdowns
get
in
control
one
of Andre,
courtroom.
the woman with the cell phone.
I don't understand any of those charges.
Well, there's not a whole lot more. There's not a whole lot more I can do to try to explain to you.
Okay,
When trying to play clueless doesn't work, Johnson goes back on the offensive.
let's start here. Can you guys prove jurisdiction? Prove jurisdiction, because I come in under common law. Prove your jurisdiction, that you have jurisdiction over me.
Oh, I was about to say, like, I live in the next town over. Lady saying she lives under the common law. You had me in the first
I'm
half.
parking not proceed until you guys prove jurisdiction. Show me your jurisdiction. Show me your law.
There you go.
Okay, that doesn't prove that you have jurisdiction.
Okay, so what else? Now, there's a simple way for me to prove jurisdiction to you. I'm going to ask the deputy to go ahead and take you into custody.
Under what charges? Under what charges?
You are
This judge is
disrupting
spitting.
my court. All right, we'll pass her case to tomorrow.
You guys have been mistreated and it's wrong. Under common law, under the United States Constitution.
This is a crazy courtroom.
He's doing this in the legislature.
This would have been the best day to get called in for jury duty. Fucking lucky bunch in the stands.
Keisha Johnson's arrested and charged with contempt of court. Fast forward to the next day, and she's about to face a new judge.
Keisha Johnson, 56.
This time, Johnson's represented by an attorney.
I don't know how familiar you are with this, but this
I'm
case.
familiar. Podium flipper.
Okay.
I've heard a little bit about it from
Okay.
yesterday. All right, so this is Miss Johnson. We'll note that she's in custody.
Yeah, it was only the talk of the whole fucking office.
She's brought over and present.
And she'd like to make a statement to the court.
I had time to think about it, and I believe and I've learned that I need to represent myself in a respectable manner while in front of the judge.
Okay, so obviously that behavior will not be tolerated. That's why you ended up where you are.
Keisha Johnson's found guilty of contempt of court and is released from jail.
Kind of a
after
W
serving
for
1 day.
owning up to it in the end, though. Kind of a W.
On her original charges, 2 were dropped, but she's found guilty of possession of marijuana and fined $185. As for Jenna Vondran, who was arrested after filming in the courtroom,
All right,
Yeah, this is the lady I'm interested in.
go ahead and lock her up.
she's found guilty of disorderly conduct
But she looks
and
fried.
serves 1 day in jail.
She looks like me.
Thanks for being a fan of Courtcam.
Oh, God.